Hello everyone. This video, I'm going to see if I can get this mist fixed on the Dart. I've already got some things done. Was going to have a little bit of video of me taking stuff apart, but I kind of got carried away before I set the camera up, and let me show you where I'm at. I got this head off, and everything looks decent. It's got some sludge inside the motor, but it's not really too bad. The cam looks good. The bottom side of the head looks good. The valves are actually all okay. What I did find was all of the push rods are bent to a certain degree. Some of them are bent a little bit more. But the actual problem, what was causing the miss on number 7 cylinder, was not a burnt valve. It was a lifter was stuck in the internals of the lifter on the number 7 exhaust valve, was stuck in the upper position, and it wasn't allowing the valve to close, so it was kind of holding it open a little bit. So check the rest of the lifters, and all the lifters were pretty gummed up to a certain degree. They were all gummed up pretty bad. So I took them all out, cleaned them, was able to get the internals taken out through a little bit of a careful brute force, and got everything set. And I do want to show you how I got these lifters apart. If anybody wanted to take apart their own lifters to clean them, I want to show you that right now. All right, here is one of the lifters out of the Dart, and normally when it's under operation, it compresses like that. And what was happening in the Dart, this was actually stuck up and could not compress. So it was actually holding the valve open when it was supposed to close. And apparently it's been happening like that on almost all the cylinders. So to take these apart, on the inside here you have a little metal clip. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but here's a little metal clip right there. These metal clips come out really easy. You can use a pick. I'm using a little pocket knife. Once you get one edge popped up, you can usually get it careful that you don't that this doesn't go flying off anywhere. May have to get the other side out. There we go. I got both ends popped loose, and there we go. There's a little clip. Now here's that top piece. Now when it's free, this center section just pops right out, and then there's nothing else left in here. When it's free and moving and operating like it should, this center piece will not stick in here. Now there is a couple more pieces on this one that see if I can. Yeah, here's the spring. There's a couple more pieces on this. There's a tiny metal disc, and then this bottom piece right here. I didn't really do nothing to that because there was already pretty clean, and no moving parts that will cause it to actually stick. So I didn't worry about cleaning any of those. But here's this going back together. On some of these, they have a really good seal, and I actually have to use the a push rod to push the center down, and to get the clips in, you just push the end of the clip over the edge, and that's it. And there you go. So now I need to get this primed and dropped in the engine, and then I can put the other head on and start putting stuff back together to hopefully have this miss fixed. wanted to give y'all a look at the bottom side of this head before I put it on. Here is the number 7 cylinder, and as you can see, there's nothing wrong with either one of these valves. Now these rings on here are from my valve spring compressor. I was checking to make sure the valves weren't bent or anything, and the valves are perfect. So there's the bottom side of the head. There's nothing wrong with that, nothing wrong with the cylinder, so we're good to go. All I gotta do is drop it on and put everything back together. I just really wish I could put this exhaust manifold on right here, because this is not going to be fun putting back together. Was thinking about going ahead and putting the putting this Edelbrock intake on here, but I think I want to do some port work on it first. So I can't put that on right now, so I will be putting the factory intake back on. And I've got the head torqued down, and I've got the my gaskets in place and ready, and the 50-pound monstrosity over there on the charger. So let me get the camera set up and see if I can get this intake on without too much trouble. Wasn't as bad as I was thinking. Now to get the bolts in. Well, it is Monday and I got the new push rods, and as you can see, we got snow last night. It was in the 70s on Saturday, and Sunday we got dropped down to below freezing. So it's mid-south weather is definitely never a dull moment. But let's get these new push rods in so we can get everything torque down and fire this thing up, and cross our fingers, hopefully don't have a miss anymore. Well, it is all back together, and I cannot freaking wait to crank this thing up. So let's fire it up.
I do not have the bottom exhaust hooked up, so it's going to have an exhaust leak. Might have to let the lifters get pumped back up all the way. I did have oil in them, but they might need to let the engine run a little bit. I don't feel the miss. It's cold, but I don't think I feel the miss. Oh, that's just all the PB blaster I put on there to try to get the exhaust manifold bolts to come off. I sprayed them down with some PB blaster, but it sounds okay. It might need to let it run a little bit. It sounds like the lifters do have some noise, but I do think it is running better. But I'm going to I don't really feel like doing it today because it is still really cold. Need to hook up the exhaust on the bottom and then fill up the radiator again with some antifreeze, and then just let it run a little bit and just see what happens. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Well, it is the next day, and it's about I think it's around lunchtime. I don't have my watch on. It was freaking 30 degrees this morning. I was out here hooking up the exhaust and got the coolant topped out. The thermostat area is leaking. I'm gonna have to address that a little bit later, but unfortunately it looks like I do still have a miss, and it's actually on 2 cylinders, cylinders 6 and 7. So at least it's balanced, but I'm not getting any reaction when I pull the spark plug wires off of number 6 and 7. At least I think it's 6 and 7. But it runs good. The lifter noise went away finally after I let it run for a little while. And let me crank it up. It cranks up beautifully. Idle's nice. Lifter noise went away. This is number 7. Nothing. It is sparking, but it just got nothing. Just to show, this is the one next to it. It's definitely affecting it right there. That one and this back one right here. Nothing. And I have checked, and the firing order is correct. I traced all the spark plug wires, and they're all going to the correct places. So looks like now I got to do a compression test. I don't have a compression tester, so I'm gonna have to wait for that. But at least I know the valve terrain's right. The lifters aren't stuck anymore. I don't have any bent push rods. So looks like I may have a couple of dead cylinders from the piston rings, most likely. So I need to do a compression test now. But there's a video on this one. At least I eliminated a problem that I didn't really know was a problem. So got that eliminated and squared away and good. So it's looking like it's in the bottom end now, which I was not looking forward. I was really hoping this was going to fix it, but it doesn't look like it's fixed it. But there's it for this video. If you like the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.